party, so maybe you can.
Yeah, but I think you better be going.
What? I just wanted to wait.
Well, you know.
What the hell?
The couple of the hour.
Leilani, what are you doing here?
You guys.
What's
going on, Charles? And Natasha. What's going on, Charles?
What do you mean what's going on? What are you doing here?
Well, I still had a couple of questions that I've been pondering about.
A couple of questions?
Yeah.
So you decided to come all the way to Jackson for a couple of questions?
Yeah. Who else am I going to ask? You're right here. What better way to do it than in person?
There's phones, Leilani.
But Natasha, I've had a conversation with you already. I didn't really get to have a conversation with him.
But do you think
Pops,
this is appropriate time to have this?
I had no idea she was there.
What time is more appropriate than now? I knew where you guys were, so why not?
We're in his father's house.
Okay, Tasha, I'm aware of where we are, okay?
So
Hello, I'm aware of where we are.
Because you're aware of that, I just think that maybe this conversation could be
but
had
nobody.
Can't you find your own
right now
family?
you're not getting paid to think. Right now.
calm
So,
down a little bit?
my own family.
Hold on. First and
this
foremost,
was
my father
family.
is talking.
This was my family, and then you messed that up.
Operative word being was.
Was okay. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him.
Hey man, you better get your hands off of me.
Or what, Charles? What you gonna do, Charles? What you gonna do?
You need to go. You need to
Go. This ain't your house to make me go. Your father welcomed me with open arms. So what you telling me to go for?
I cannot believe this.
You believe it, Charles?
Leilani, don't you just think that there would have been a better?
I'm crazy.
You're doing a good
No,
job.
I'm not crazy. You haven't never seen crazy, Charles.
I've never seen crazy.
Unless you looked at yourself.
Do
because
you
you're
remember
the crazy
pulling a
one.
gun out on me, woman?
And I do. I do remember.
Do you
pulling a
remember
gun
holding
out.
my
Do
stuff
you remember
hostage?
why I pulled the gun out on you, Charles?
Leilani and Charles.
Oh, that's
Listen,
why.
Leilani and
That's
Charles.
why.
I just don't think that this is an
Okay,
appropriate
but
conversation
Tasha,
right now.
once again, nobody asked you to think right now at this moment. I'm talking to
I
him.
understand that you're frustrated
Okay,
or possibly
this is not your
angry.
conversation.
But
This is not your conversation.
his father is standing right here.
Okay,
This is about respect.
okay.
This is about
Well,
respect,
respect
Leilani.
my boundaries then, because I'm talking to my ex, and
Hold on,
you
hold on.
just
Hold
got
on,
into
baby.
the picture, Natasha.
Hold on, baby.
I'm gonna need
You
you
know
to
what?
step
Listen,
to the
you know what?
side.
You know what? Just go ahead.
Or what?
Ask your questions. What do you need to do?
Okay, so how long has this been going on? You've been cheating on me this whole time. You remember I found her text or her call in your call log, and I asked you why she was calling you, and you blamed it on Frank. Is this who you were texting this whole time?
No.
It's not.
No.
So how did this happen then, Charles? Out of everything, how did it happen? Miraculously,
You
just happened.
You closed one door, one open, and here we are.
So how did it happen? Why her?
I don't know. Who knows how
Why
the
her?
universe works? Here we are.
But why Natasha though?
This line of
Why
questioning
not
is just
her?
so
Natasha?
irrelevant right now in this moment.
But
Leilani,
Natasha,
no.
once
I
again-
said to you that we would have a
once
conversation
again-
when we
once
came back to
okay, that's
Atlanta.
what you said, so
decided to
that's-
come to Jacksonville
Right, but
to
not-
have this argument in front of his father.
But I didn't come here to have the conversation with you. You
should
and
not
I
have
will
come
have
here
a
at all.
conversation when we get back to Atlanta. I had the conversation with him because we're in Jacksonville.
There's
so
phones, Leilani.
it
There's
doesn't
a
matter.
different way to do this.
So
His
if you
father's
wanna
standing
have a
right
con-
here.
if you wanna
You're
have a
raising your voice.
conversation, If
in
you
his
want to
house.
have the conversation
Listen.
with
Hold on,
me,
hold on,
we'll
baby,
do that
baby,
in
baby,
Atlanta.
baby,
I'm trying to have a conversation with my ex
Okay.
right
So
now.
you asked one question. You got that answer. So now what?
I'm trying to wonder, where did it all stem from? I mean, we met her at the same time. So I just found out that it was crazy that you guys were together after all this time. Mm-hmm. Is that, you coming in the house smelling like perfume and all these other things, and you spending the night out? Is that where you were?
No.
You weren't over there?
No.
Where was the perfumes coming from? The perfume scent?
Well, if you're referring to the day when I had lunch with Chase and Candace, that's what happened. I told you that. And Candace actually confirmed and validated.
No, she actually didn't.
Okay, if you say so.
But anyway, so all those other times you weren't with Natasha?
No.
I can tell when you're lying, Charles.
No, you
I've been with
can't
you
tell
long
me not because I'm
enough.
not lying.
Because those quick no's is telling me you're lying.
But
I know when you're lying.
But he's not lying to
Of course
you.
you would say that, Natasha. Of course you would say
You would
that.
think that because you have chosen to believe
listen,
whatever you
regardless
have
of-
fascinated
hold
in
on.
your
Whatever.
mind.
You know what?
Whatever. That's your job, is to lie.
Regardless
so
of
that's
how
what you're
long
doing.
or how many questions
So
you
back
ask
to
me,
you.
you're going to
You're
get the
gonna-
same answer.
So you're going
Leilani.
to keep on continuing with that lie.
I don't care about lying or telling you the truth right now anymore. I don't care.
How am I going to mediate something like this?
Your son is such a liar. Get him to tell the truth for once in his life. I mean, that's the least you can do. You've been living off me all this time, so why not just at least tell the truth?
That's a lie.
That is no lie.
Okay.
Does your dad know you didn't even have a job? Does he know that
It
you're
doesn't
working
matter. I
on
was
your music
still
career?
You know, I don't want to. I'm not.
Go ahead and lie to your dad. Go ahead and lie to your dad.
Listen.
Tell your dad everything that you weren't doing as a man, because you are not living in your father's footsteps.
So why are you here if that's the case then?
Because I am here to see if this has been going on. All my intuition or whatever.
Okay, so now, all right, okay. Let's just say it has been. Okay, now what?
Then I'm gonna have a problem with that, because that means.
And the problem will mean what?
That means she would be the reason that me and you were always having problems in the first place. But she said that wasn't the case, and you said it wasn't the case. So now you're saying it was the case.
One question: what exactly would the problem be if that were the case?
The problem would be then I would have a problem with you,
And then
because
once
you
you
knew.
have that problem with me, then what?
Me and you gonna have to. Me and you gonna have to have
Well,
some
then
words.
that's-
And
okay,
you
then
gonna have
that's
to
what's
throw-
gonna have to
Why
happen.
don't you
know
just?
what? As a matter of
why
fact,
don't you just take what you
before
know?
I throw some hands on both of you, let me go ahead and leave.
We doubt
Because
it.
I'm gonna
We doubt
respect
You'll be
you.
the last
We
man
doubt.
you ever.
I'm throwing hands
We
on
doubt.
both of y'all.
Doubt. Seriously.
So let me go ahead and exit stage
That would
left,
probably be the
because
best thing.
I might have to
I think it
throw
would be best.
hands. I might
Let
have
her go, Pop. Let her go.
I might have to throw hands on both of y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want these hands.
You know what?
Believe it.
Tell your story walking.
You don't want it.
Tell your story walking.
And I'll see you in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, Atlanta, Vegas, it don't matter. I can't believe this.
Believe it.
You did tell me that she was crazy, and now I got to see it firsthand.
See? And
Mr. Charles,
there it
I am
is.
so sorry.
Sorry about that, Pop.
I don't even have any words for this.
I mean, so you said she just popped out. Yeah.